Hello everyone and welcome to Monday Night Stamping, and it's so good to be back in routine, and I hope that you are enjoying some crafting time too. So make sure that you say hello, maybe say where you're watching from or something like that. My name is Lillian with Stampers Niche, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you from Alberta, Canada, where it's a bit blustery today, but it's been warm, the snow's been melting, so we won't complain about that. Today's date is January the 14th, 2025, and that means we're about halfway through January already. So I hope that is treating you well and that you are able to get some good crafting time in. Now, as we go down to our desktop, I always like to ask a question. So my question tonight is, are you in the process of learning anything new? Now, and this means in any part of your life. For Christmas, I received an air fryer. Wasn't sure if I really wanted one or not. So I've been trying to learn what to do with it, recipes I like in it, that kind of thing. So share if you've been learning anything new, or if you have some good tips about using an air fryer. I would appreciate both. So drop those comments in the comment section as we go down to my desktop. That would be great. Okay, and we are just going to flip it around here like this. And so glad to see so many of you hopping on already. Excellent. All righty. I'm just going to make sure that we're going live in the right spot. Happy Monday, Roz. Yes, it is a happy Monday. It's really good. I got good news this week, and my good news was that I can now start to bend and drive and all those wonderful things. So some of my muscles didn't know that they can still bend, so I'm having to teach them that all over again, but it is really good. So the healing process is well on its way, and I am very thankful, to say the least. So whoops, sorry, I was trying to zoom in a little bit and I got a little carried. Now I can't get zoomed out. Okay, well, I'll get started and see if I can do that. Okay, just a heads up, today is the last day. Bonnie, you have 2 air fryers. You have got to be the expert then. I can't wait to... I'm going to just raise this up. I can't make it zoom. Okay, there we go. You're going to have to give me some tips and tricks, okay? This is, I was going to say, the last day that you can register for the classes, the packets to go. But you know what? I sold out of all the packets. So, but you can still register for the PDF and the video tutorial. So here's just a quick sneak peek. So for each of the cards, I show you the card, teach you how to do it, and then I show an alternative. So the same card made with different products. So for example, this one here, and then I showed this. This is the new celebration paper here. And then these are some of the other. We've got a shape card. Yes, it opens like that. And so we've got envelopes. And then this is a fun bonus card with a sneaky little opening. So those are the projects. So be sure to register. Here's the link right here. And we will have some fun with that. So thank you for all the good wishes, everyone. I sure appreciate you cheering me on. Excellent. Okay, just some hints here. Celebration and the mini catalog are 2 things that are happening right now. One of the things that people are kind of missing in Celebration is on page 19. So if you look on page 19 and you look right here, so I know some of you have your catalogs. Make sure you look here. So with any order of at least $375, that's a party order, like so you can gather friends, or an individual order, you get to choose an additional $37.50 worth of products over and above your Stampin' Rewards. So make sure you check that out. In fact, check all of these pages out. There's good stuff here. So during Celebration, you can earn free product. You can get a great deal by signing up to be a demonstrator, or you can gather some orders together and get some extra rewards as well. So make sure to look through all of that. And I also wanted to remind you that these are not the only places to find new product. There were a lot of different new product released. So I'm just going to call them new releases. So there are online exclusives, there's a scrapbooking brochure, there's new kits, and then of course there's the annual catalog and the last chance list. So one of the things that you might think, oh, I'm not a scrapbooker, so I won't look at the scrapbooking brochure. Heads up, you're going to want to look at it. So I'm going to try to pull it up on my website here and just give you a little brief look at it. It's for card makers or scrapbookers. And well, let's hear. How many of you are scrapbookers? Just say scrapbooker or interested or not a scrapbooker. So I did at one point in my life scrapbook. I don't anymore. And I'm thinking I need to get back into it here. So here, if you go to my website and you'll see my picture there, and you scroll all the way down, oops, there's what's new here, so you can look there. But if you scroll all the way down, just keep going, you'll find down here, right at the very bottom, all the catalogs. So there's the mini catalog, celebration. So if you don't have those catalogs, you can do that. Here is the scrapbooking one. So it says download digital digital brochure. So let's click on that. There it is. And you can just flip through the catalog and there it is right there, just as if you're turning pages. So you might see like two-tone paper, all kinds of really neat things. Does this look familiar here? Some of these go with what's in the mini catalog, and we're going to be talking about the birthday celebration, and this coordinates with it. So the designer paper here doesn't have the gold in it, but it has things that would work well, so they work well together. Also has a stamp set option, so you could add some more to it. There's pardon me, this goes with the storybook one. So do take a look. It's not just for scrapbooking. It is for scrapbooking, card making, or any kind of paper crafting. So just a heads up there. Take a look, see. So last week we were looking at quick and easy ways to make something and then how to step it up. So we used our note cards and envelopes. So the note cards, remember, and envelopes come in a package and they are already cut and scored like that. So they're ready to go. So that saves some steps, has the envelopes, and no extra postage is needed for these. So we talked about that. And then I shared how to just put ink to paper using the celebration set heart-shaped. Yeah, heart-shaped, yes. Then we stepped it up a little bit by using a little bit of extra paper, a layer, and one of the dies, or two of the dies. And then we stepped it up once more. So we kept it simple and then went up a step. And this, I have to tell you, making this one just made me happy to go back to ink and paper. It was so much fun. So if you didn't catch last week's, you might want to have a little look-see at that. So I thought we should follow that idea along this week, but just change it up a little bit. So what we are going to use this week is something called, gift bags and combo pack. Now, I have heard many people say, I can't make 3D items. I can't, they're too hard for me. I can't make them. Isn't this cute? And look at my famous everyday arches. So this is a way that you don't have to make the box, but you still get a 3D item. So in this package, you get 2 sizes of bags. They are sturdy, they are food safe, and they open up to hold quite a bit. So there, right now we have what could be our 3D project. We just need to decorate it, right? So I'm going to, this one here, so the smaller one, here's one of our D blocks. So you can see I could easily even put 2 D blocks in there. So there, it's quite substantial. You could always, if you wanted, cut it down if you wanted something a little shorter, but that a D block fits in there nicely. Cards that you make fit in this one nicely. So that's about the size of this. So we're going to use these sort of in place of our note cards. This is the way we're stepping it up a little bit. And then we're going to use a suite from the mini catalog. We're going to use predominantly the paper, but I want you to see it. So the suite is called Wildflower Birthday, and that's the name of the designer paper, by the way. It's on page 42 and then page 43, and it is just great. And then you can see more samples on page 44 and 45. And then, of course, in the scrapbooking brochure, you'll see even more. So we're going to use that suite of products. So we've got the paper, but we've also got the stamp set, Birthday Celebration. So it has all kinds of birthday words that you can mix and match. And then it has these endings that would go on numbers. And in the die set, well, I'll just show you my Get Acquainted sheet here. You get all these great numbers. You get 3 different banner pieces that really work well. And then you've got this thing to hang your banners from, and you've got these nice little tassel things, and then just a few little extras. So they really work well. So you could say first birthday, that kind of thing. Also in the suite are these fabulous dots. So they match the paper. They are called party dots. And speaking of paper, let me just bring in the paper to show you, because it's going to be the star of the show tonight. And then there's one more thing I'm going to show you. So I've just got bits and pieces of the paper here, but on one side you can see the gold foil. That's why it's one of the reasons it's called specialty paper. And then we've got this on the back. So some of you might recognize that from the choices of A, B, C, or D that I gave you this afternoon. So there's this one here, and then this on the back, and whoops, got this flipped over. This is the specialty side with the gold and all the different cakes. And then we've got the stripes here, and this is just floral, beautiful. I love the blueberry bushel mixed in with all the sort of pastels and golds. And then this gorgeous, gorgeous gingham here. So we've got that. Then we have 2 sheets that are special. So you get 2 of each. This one here is one that you can cut apart. So when I'm cutting these apart, I find the line that goes all the way. Cut that first and then start cutting. And then you've got pieces that are good for quick cards. And I'll show you some of that in a bit. You've got tags, you've got little labels, and all that kind of thing. And if you don't care for that side, you've got this side. So you've got a choice again. Then last but not least, and I've put it in this cello bag. Again, you get 2 of these, and one of them I have punched out. But these are punch-out shapes. So all kinds. So if you were wanting a quick and easy card, or what we're going to do tonight, then this might be just what you need right here. So there is that. And then last but not least is this gorgeous mesh ribbon. It's gold, and it just sort of, you've seen me use it on the butterfly cards and that kind of thing. It's just fun ribbon to add a little interest for me into the background, yet you can tie it too. It does tie beautifully. So there's a little look-see at the suite. And I'm just going to put some of this out of the way now. We're going to use these in a bit, so I'll put that there and there. And I did make a copy of these just to show you again from the scrapbooking brochure. You have this great stamp set, and then you have some more punch-out shapes, and you have some great paper as well as some two-tone paper to go with it. So fabulous, fabulous stuff. So just a heads up about that. So let's get started. We have these 2 bags, and we're going to work on this side. It's harder to work on the side that little flip is. So we're going to work on this side here, and really I'm going to treat them like card fronts in many ways. Then I'm going to bring in So I punched out that page of punch out shapes, and I cut out the different pieces from the page that had all the cutout shapes. Now I have used some of these, and if you watched Paper Inspiration with Joanne and Marilyn and I, you know that this is one of the cards that I cut out of that whole sheet of cards. I stamped happy birthday, and then I suggested that you could make a real quick and easy card just by bringing in one of the pre-cut note cards and envelopes and putting it on. And then you could dress it up if you wanted, or leave it as is. So for example, if you wanted to use the dies and cut out a gold number, you could do that. You could add some embellishments, that kind of thing. If you wanted a little bigger card, you could put it on a regular size card like that and have a border. You could even mat it if you wanted. So you can use these sort almost as is or dress them up. It's your choice. So I'm going to put that back over there. So that was just to show you that. And we're not going to use that one tonight. So let's just get started. So I was thinking, okay, I'm going to do 2 of the big ones and 2 of the little ones, just quick and easy. Let's make sure we're in camera here. And then I'm going to bring in pieces of these. So, for example, for the little ones here, I could pick through here and, I could put a cake on that one. Or if I wanted to do these cutout parts, let's see, that we could use, that's a little big. We could use this one and put it on there. And we already have a little treat bag that we could give somebody. So what about these 2 here? I'm going to go for maybe a little bit larger. We can put that one there. Oh, the balloons would look good there too, wouldn't they? Ooh. Oh, there's this one too. Oh, can't decide. I'll go with that one. And then as for one of the cutout pieces, it could go like that. So quick and easy. If we could glue them down, open up the bag, tuck our little gift in, and away we'd go. But what if we wanted to step them up a little bit? So how many of you have even noticed this set and realized that you had this option? Have some of you got this already? Let us know and what you like about it, or whether you weren't sure about it, that kind of thing. So I'm going to tuck this just over here. Oh, I was going to mention one other thing. There are in the ephemera packs, that have just words. So this is out of the annual catalog. There's another package in the mini catalog. And if you were really in a hurry, you could just pick out some words and go, oh, you're the icing on the cake. Here. Make a wish. You could go like that, and you were playing with it last week. Oh, I'd love to see what you've done. You'll have to share. I have to admit, yesterday and today were my first days to really play with it, and I'm addicted. I just wanted to keep going. So it's easy to do something quick and easy, or you can dress it up just like we did with the other cards. So we're going to stick with these pieces. We'll take the words off for now, and let's step it up 1 step. Okay, so for behind here, we could mat it. So the colors that go, there's pretty and pink in there, so we could mat it on the pink and put it on there, or we could mat it on the pool party. So this is going to be your first choice, pink or pool party for this one here. And then for here, we could mount it on a circle. So pink or pool party for the cupcake. I'm hearing lots of love for this suite of products. Pink or pool party? Pink, 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 pink. Okay, I am seeing pink. Excellent. So we have got pink. So already we have dressed it up a little bit. what about over here? So we have, for this one here, we could mat it on a slightly bigger piece, just like we did this one here. Or we could take one of the little pieces from that designer paper sheet that we cut apart, or we could do both. I didn't even think of that till now. And put it so it peeks. Ooh, I think I'll keep the mat. This is a design in progress here. So how I will do that is I'll cut this in half so a little bit sticks out each side like that. And then for here, now these two were almost in a dead tie for what to put behind here. So while I am assembling this card here, you can tell me pink, or Catherine says both. Yeah, I'm seeing lots for both, and that just came to me as I was talking with you. So for behind here, should I do pink or green? So tell me that while I'm gluing these together here. Pink or green for the bouquet? Pink or green? Pink. Okay, pink is what I saw. Whoops. Yeah, I saw pink first. It still looks like it's much of a tie. So really it could go either way, right? So there we go. So let's do this. Now, before we glue this down, I thought we could put this on dimensionals too, right? That would be another way of dressing it up a little bit. So let's put some dimensionals on here before we go any further. Like that. Now, some of you were asking how I'm liking putting the packing tape on here versus just using dimensionals the regular way. I am liking it a lot. One thing I have learned, though, you really do need to press the packing tape down in. I use my bone folder and really press it down in. And whoops, did I just glue something? Yeah, I forgot I had a dimensional there. I do forget that sometimes, that they don't have backings on them. So, but it does make it quick, and you don't have to worry about taking the backings off. Now I'm just going to cut this apart. And because that's already sticky, I am going to guesstimate. I think that's a good spot. And we'll glue one side down and then use our grid paper to do the other side. I was just reflecting that I've had my glass mat for a year now. And like all of you, it's sometimes a challenge to learn to use new things. But it came out with Celebration last year. I love my glass mat. So how about some of the rest of you? How do you have a glass mat, and what are your thoughts? So therefore, there we've dressed that one up a bit. We'll do a bit more, but there we go. And we will glue these two together and put them on dimensionals. Now, another option could have been that I could have sponged in the background of some of these with my blending brush, that kind of thing. Now, some of you might also be asking about stamping, and I'm going to come back to that in just a second, as soon as I glue some of this on. There we go. So when you're stamping on these, it's a bit of a challenge because to get a good stamped image, you want something very flat, right? Oh, I think you'd love having the glass mat. I just saw someone say that they don't have one, but they were thinking about one. I love it. It took a little learning, but I absolutely love it, and I wouldn't want to do without it. I mean, I could if I had to, but I wouldn't want to. Back to stamping on here. Because of this, that would make it really tough to stamp on. So if you really wanted to stamp on it or sponge or do blending brush, what I would do is cut a piece of cardboard that's just a smidge narrower. The height doesn't matter, so that you can slide it in all the way, and then you have a nice firm surface. So this cardboard was from some designer paper, and I keep it and cut it up for all kinds of things. So if you want to stamp on there, I would suggest that. I just found it easier to add layers myself. So that's what's working for me. So there, we've got this out of the way. There, how are we going here? Oh, we haven't done this one. So this one here, we said we were going to use the pink, right? So I was thinking, let's dress it up even a little bit more. So I'm going to glue this down, but I'm not going to glue the flowers down just yet. And I know it's hard to cover up the specialty side, but we will use the rest of it for something else. There we go. Now I could have just used a strip of paper, but I happen to have these dies out, and I thought, oh, that would look nice. Now I was thinking here, actually I need to go back. We'll go back to all, but since we're working on this card here, wouldn't it be nice to have some of this poking out from behind? So if I had a little bit like that, it would just add a little bit more. So I'm going to cut that right about there. I can always trim it some more. And then when I'm using this and putting it behind something, I like to give it one twist. I find it makes it kind of look like it's bunched up. And then I put a bit of adhesive down. A glue dot would work too. And then just put that down. It gives it more of a poofy look. So let's just see if we've got this going right. Oh yeah, look how that adds. Can you see what it's adding? Okay. So these bags looked fabulous just the way they were, but now you can see that you could just keep adding to it. And all of the things that we're doing are things that you can do to a card. You can do it to a scrapbook page. You can do it to a bag. So there's all kinds of potential. There we go. And I think now we're just going to stay here and kind of finish this bag off. Now I could have done spatters in the background. I could have put this at an angle, whatever. And we're going to bring in now some of the gems. Now, other gems that work really well with this are the celebration ones, the sequins. These work really well too. So if you're earning celebration items and you're falling in love with this, you might want to consider getting those sequins. Just saying. I love those sequins, so it's all good. So let's bring this, let's see. I'm going to do a variety. So I'm going to do some peach pie and some pool party and some pretty in pink here. Where shall I put this? Oh, anywhere. Doesn't really matter. So we've got that. We're going to put that to the side. We're going to finish up this one here. Now, this one here, we could do a few different things. We could leave it as is. We could tie a little knot or a bow, but I think for this one, I'm going to bring in my gold twine, which I cannot believe how much I have used of this. This is my second roll. I am now rationing it. My other is supposed to arrive tomorrow, so here's hoping. I'm going to make this just a little one like that. Next to linen thread, this has become my most used twine. And I like to just fray the ends a little bit. Often they just fray themselves. There we go. And we could put that there. Yep, I like that. We'll bring in a glue dot. Just roll it up. Now, I asked about the paper, but how many of you didn't realize the bags were there? And who knows where the bags can be found? Does anyone know where the bags, these bags that we're using, where can you find them? They're not in the mini catalog, I'll tell you that much. I'll give you that clue. Where can you find the bags? And let's add a few more of these. Okay. Decisions. This is always the hardest part, right? Does anyone know where you can find the bags? A little test tonight. You didn't know that I was giving you a test, right? Online exclusives. You're right, Maggie. That's where they are. They are found in with the Hearts of Elegance. Oh, I should have put them there. It can be found in with the Hearts of Elegance supplies, but they're the official name of these is, where did I put? Oh, here they are. I grabbed the note cards instead of what I wanted. The official name is the Gift Bags Combo Pack. So if you're looking for them, that's what you're looking for. So I could have put the gems on here too, but they're already down there. So I've got that dressed up. So we've gone to simple and quick to dressing it up a bit. And let's move on now to the two little ones. So we've got these two here. So we're going to put them on dimensionals. Let's just see. Do we want to add any of this? Oh, it would look nice behind there, wouldn't it? That would add there. I think we'll do something different here. So let's cut this there. It's almost like working with air. I just love it. There we go. So we'll put it like that. You can tell I've had some fun with this. I started and I thought, I don't know what to do. And then I started in and, well, I just couldn't stop. So there we've got it like that. So we'll put this on dimensionals now. Of course, you can bring in Wink of Stella and all those other kinds of good things too. And of course, you don't have to use this particular designer paper with these bags. You can use whatever, and you're going to see some more samples at the end of others. There we go. We'll put this one up like that. If I had just sealed the sides, I could put a gift card in there, couldn't I? I didn't think of that till right now. And I think for this one, I'm going to bring in a bit more of the twine. Just mix it up. I always find it's just good to look through what you have and then start playing. I've been doing a lot of that lately, and it's been fun, like bringing in the little birds or the butterflies here would be pretty too. Okay, now decisions. Yeah, I think that would be where to put it. There we go. There, oops, and we need the embellishments. Nearly forgot the embellishments. Okay. And just scatter a few. Really doesn't matter. They look good wherever they land, right? And go. There we go. Just like that. Now that you have them made, you can put something in them and they are going to look really cute. Now, remember, you have stamps and you have ink. If you have a little bit of tissue paper, you can stamp on your tissue paper. On this one here, I just took the word happy from the stamp set and stamped on the two ends. I thought, I'm not going to worry about the middle. And then you can scrooch it up a little bit, tuck it in. It coordinates because you use the same color ink, right? Now, just a hint, when you're stamping on tissue paper, protect your work surface. It's very thin and the ink will go through, but there is that idea there. So we've got that, we've got this, we've got this, we've got this. Now, remember I said this will hold our regular size cards, so a wonderful way to do a little gift. And I just happen to have, where did I put them? A few cards made with this suite. So on this card here, I used again one of those embellishments, just some paper, and stamped the word happy. This one here, again, it's with the arches, the paper again. This is one of the cutout labels, and then some of the cutout dies as well that I punched out. So this came together quickly and easily. And this card I received in a swap, so there's a little bit of stamping here, but again, the paper is the star and goes like that. So I received it from Shelley. I'm not sure how to say her last name. So we can take these two and we can put them in this bag. We'll add some envelopes and maybe a bit of ribbon, and we have a gift all set to go. Now, would you like to see a few other things done with these bags? I've got just kind of some work in progress. So I'm going to bring in, again, one of the big bags and one of the little bags. And then I started looking through stuff that I have had. So from last week, I was cutting out lots of these little wreath hearts, I guess you could say. Now they're all stuck together here. There we go. Here's one. So look at, you could pop one on there, add a little twine, and you would be all set to go. So that would be a really cute thing to do. A couple of weeks ago, I was doing a bunch of these butterflies and inking the wings. So a lot of you remember that. So you could easily put that on here or on here, whatever, like that. I've been working with the Hearts of Elegance, so that would look really cute on here. You could just dress that up. You love these ideas, Sue? Oh, thank you. You're making my heart happy because I was having a lot of fun, if you can tell. And then I took one of the inked up butterflies from here, took our arches, added some of the Celebration Designer series paper, and then added this from the Textured Metallics. There's a sheet that is this color here. So I cut the butterfly body out of that and put the circle there. It just seemed to go. Then I used the Celebration sequence here. So there are a few Celebration things here. And this would look lovely on a card. So here's a card base. You can pop that on a card and you're set to go. But look at, you could pop that on the front of this gift bag, and you have a nice little gift to go as well. And so you could use a bigger arch here, or you could just pop that on the front like that if you wanted the bigger one. So as you can see, you can do whatever you want. Somebody said they have some bags now, what they know what they're going to be doing. Yes, I can see them for kids' Valentines. You're right, Jean. I can too. I can see them for all kinds of things. So all it took was me saying, I've got those bags. I haven't used them. I promised myself if I got them, I would use them. And so then I thought, let's get going and see what we can do. And I could only find a few samples online, so I had to get creative. But they did pair beautifully with the birthday Wildflower Birthday Suite. So let me take these cards out and fold it up so you can see it better. So there, we've got that. We'll get this out of the way. We've got this one. So these are the ones we made tonight just by popping. Oh, I've got one more sample to show you. So let me just, oh, and there's our little tissue paper. Then I got playing with the tags. So I took some of the Wildflower Birthday paper and folded it up to make a little pocket. And I put one of the tags in. Now, these tags actually cover like a gift card. So I could use a glue dot and put a gift card on here, or I could cut a piece of paper and write a little message and put it on here. So those are two options. Then I could go like that. Then I could go back to my little bin here. My friend Joanne suggested, she said, the best way to begin using these kind of things is to punch them all out and just have some fun. And they really do work better, for me anyway, when I see them all together. So I store them in either one of our clear cello envelopes or in our bag. So then I didn't even glue it down. I just used our ribbon and tied it around. I could add a little embellishment up here, and then I could tuck it on the, where's the opening, on the front of a card like that. And we would have a gift card holder, and we could put a few little treats or jewelry or a little scarf or even a pair of socks inside. So hopefully that's given you lots of ideas, and I hope that you share what you do with these ideas. I've got a colossal mess here. Let me just see if I can make it look a little tidier. So those are those two, and here are these two. So hope that helps. Remember, if you like this video, I really appreciate a thumbs up or the hearts that I see flying up. I love that. And if you share it, or on YouTube, if you subscribe, all of that really helps me. So I appreciate that. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. And let us know, what's your takeaway from all of this? What I was talking at the beginning of what I'm learning. I'm trying to learn how to use an air fryer. What's your takeaway? What did you learn from tonight? Leave us a comment and let us know. Okay, and thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.